Secrets of Wet on Wet Oil Painting. Today we'll do something a little different, a little wild, alright? As you can see, I have a half on half canvas. The bottom half was painted with acrylic black gesso. Alright, it dries very fast. And then down below I put transparent color on. I have violet, okay, which is a transparent color, because as you can see it still looks black. And then I have phthalo blue in the middle, a little more violet down below. Alright. Violet, I got it straight out of the tube. I didn't mix it. I went and we got some. And it's semi-transparent, but once the white is on and I do the seascape down here, you'll see the effect that it has. Okay. Up here on top it's just pure magic white. Alright. I'm going to do a nice little lighthouse scene, and I'm going to start off with a it'll be a dark but an exciting looking sky. Alright, maybe a little stormy or something like that. So let's get right on to it. Alright, what I'm going to do is brush on a little bit of phthalo blue. Okay, now mix a little black in there. Okay, so it'll be black and phthalo blue. Start off at the corners a little darker than you normally would, alright? But I'm going to do something a little different here. So what I'm going to do is, we do it in X strokes. Okay? But this time I think I'm going to just streak it across here. Like so. Go right down to the bottom. Alright? Like so. Just streak it across. Something a little different here. Yeah. Keep it just like this. Just streak it all across. Alright. Now, I'm going to dip in to a little bit of my violet up above. I'm not going to clean the brush. I'm just going to dip right into the violet. Okay. And go right from the opposite corner. And let it meet right in with the blue. Okay. Dip a little more into my violet here. In there. Dip a little bit more onto this edge here. Don't worry about being so precise and so neat in this stage. I want that color to show through here. Okay? Just let it show through. Same in here. Let it show right through. And just blend it all together. Blend it all together. Blend it. Just continuously blend. The degree of softness that you want in your color depends on how much you blend. You can pretty much blend something like this all day. And just wipe across gently. Gently wipe across. Okay. As you can see, the effect already. Alright. Look at that type of sky. Alright. And that's pretty much how I would like it. Okay. So already you have a very moody sky. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is rinse off my brush here real quick. Set the easel down here, or the palette down. And when you have colors like this, they're pretty strong colors, and you want to rinse off your brush fairly well. Okay. There we go. Beat it against the side of your easel. And just, you have a paper towel or something like that, just wipe it across. I use the 2-inch brush. As you see, it looks like a regular old house brush. You paint the trim on your door frames or something like that. Okay. What I'm going to do now is take the 1-inch brush. All right. And I want to put maybe a little glow in the lighthouse. All right. So you just figure out where do you want your lighthouse. All right. I think I'll put the lighthouse probably somewhere around in this direction here. All right. I'm going to take some titanium white. I'll show you here. The titanium white, I have it down here on the bottom. Make sure your paint's firm, so when you tip it upside down, it pretty much sticks to the to your palette here. So I'm going to get some of the white here. Just pull downward. Get plenty of it. Okay, because you know your white is going to mix in with the background a little bit. But you just want a soft, a glow. Alright. So I'll set it down here. What do? You find where you're going to put the brightest part of the light itself, okay? And let's say if I wanted, you know what? I want to do something a little bit different before I do that, okay? This is the good thing about this style of painting, that you can change your mind in an instant. I want to do something first. I want to put a mountain back there. It'll be a quick little mountain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the phthalo blue and a little bit of the black. I'm just going to mix a small amount here on the palette. Just mix it in. Alright, equal amounts. Excuse me. Alright, and I'll cut across. I just want to put semblance of a mountain somewhere here in the background. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do something a little different with this painting here. Usually I start off the mountain somewhere in the center. I'm going to go a little bit to the right. Alright. I'll put it down here. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Now, the key to making an effective mountain is to make sure your edges are sharp on your mountain, okay? And then I'll bring the peak downward, like so. Doesn't matter what's going on in the bottom. Like I said, I think I did it before. You can put a smiley face. It doesn't matter what you're doing down there in the bottom. I'll just have it fade off into the distance here. Alright? Sort of like that. Actually, just like that. Okay. Like I said, just keep your edges sharp. Okay, but there's an effect I want to achieve here, so I'm not really worried about that over there. Wipe off your knife. Okay. Now remember, I still have white on the 1-inch brush. I'm going to take the 2-inch brush. Gently take it close to the edge you can get and just pull down. Down and across. Okay, down and across. And fade while you're doing it. Go down and across. And just fade it. Down and across. You can actually map out your mountains doing it this way. Alright? Down, go straight down and across. And just give it a little fade here. Forgive me if my head is in the way. I don't mean if you don't have x-ray vision, you can see through my dome. There we go. Now, for this part of the mountain over here, okay, after I fade it in, be faded in. There. As you can see the effect already. Alright, I already have the mountains. Now, on this side over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly fade across that edge, like so. And just gently go across. There, like so. Alright? Because the lighthouse is going to be up around this area here, so the glow, you won't see as much as the mountain. You got me? Alright? A little thinking, a little planning ahead. I'm going to rub, scrape off a little excess paint here on the brush. And rinse it off a little bit down here. take the trusty blade I have here. Okay, just a painter's knife here. All right. And I'm going to add some highlights here to the mountain. Now when I add the highlights, matter of fact, I'll put this brush to the side. Let me show you. Okay. You're going to take some paint, roll it, put it down as flat as you can, and you're going to go right across. Alright? I know you've seen that. And you get that small roll of paint. All right, I'll put it against the black background. There it is. You see that? Small roll of paint. Twirl it around here. You can see that. Alright? You're going to gently go across. Now, since I had the light here for the lighthouse, but whatever kind of reflection that you have, I'll put the moon or whatever, it would be right here. So it would shine from the upper right hand corner. And that's where you would put your highlight. Alright, so your highlights would go right here, touch the knife. Now, it'd be your thumb and your first finger, and these guide the knife. Okay? And you put it right on the tip. Okay? And you slowly and gently, very lightly, pull downward and across and across. Let the paint break. Down and across. Alright? Do the same thing for the other side. Down and across. Okay? If you need to put a little more on, just let the paint, there we go. Have to make sure it's strong. And just bring it right on around, downward and across. Okay? Like so. Okay? Maybe just a tad here. Down and across. Okay? Maybe I would like to put one right here. It meets into the other one here. Okay? Like so. Alright? It's not bad, not too bad. So, we need a shadow color. I'm going to use a smaller palette knife for a little shadow color. I think I'll have my shadow color to be the base color that I use. So it will be the black and the with the black and the phthalo blue. Alright. Get yourself a little roll of paint. There we go. You can see it here. Well, I'll put it up here. Okay. And now you're going to go to the opposing side of your mountain. Alright. Very lightly. Especially on this part here because I wanted it kind of faded out. And just go on the opposite direction. Now what I'm going to do with this one is I'm make it a little steep. I'll just go straight down. Straight down. There, like so. Straight down for this mountain. I'll just have it go straight downward. And go across. Okay, just straight downward. Like so. Well, it gives you the appearance of little ledges. Alright? So I'm going to do that. I like this effect here. Go straight downward. Just let the paint break. Be very gentle. Alright? Very gentle. No matter what your angle, just be very gentle with it. Straight down. Straight down. Okay? Maybe a little bit in there. Just go straight downward. Like so. You can see the effect that you're getting already. Okay? Straight down. Now, mountains, especially for me in the beginning, were pretty tough to do. It's getting the knack of being down and across. My biggest issue was actually controlling the blade itself, because you have a tendency to really push down on it. You have to be quite gentle, actually. Okay. Just start with edge here. All right. Straight across. A little bit here. Let it fade on out. All right. Now, this little spot right here, I already have an idea to just put another little ledge right there. Just let it poke out there. And keep it at the, here, I'll show you. See this little angle? See that angle? Whatever angle you want, match it, come on over, and there you go. See how you just added another ledge to that mountain? Not much effort in it at all. Alright. Now I want that mountain to appear to fade out of nowhere. Now remember, I have tape here in the center separating it. Alright. So what I'm going to do is take the 2-inch brush. Now when it goes to the tapping of the brush, alright, be very gentle and go with the grain of the mountain. Now with these peaks, I'm going straight downward. You take it, and all it depends on how high you want the fade to go. Just tap downward, tap down, tap downward. Okay. Now when you get to the other part of the mountain, tap in that direction. So the tap is going that way. Okay. Like I said, it all depends on how much of it you want to fade out. Alright, like so. Okay. And gently, very gently, brush across. Be very gentle in this part of the stage. Okay. Actually, you would brush upward in the direction. So that was my mistake. I'll show you. I'm correcting it here. Brush upward. Keep the flow of the upward lift of your mountain. Okay. This right here is just going straight up. Then gently go across. Very gently. Okay. Very gently go across afterward. There you go. Okay. Now when I pull off the tape, it have the effect of, actually I wanted to fade here a little bit. Get that effect of fading here. Then I just go across. There you go. Now when I pull off the tape, alright, you'll see the mountain will be faded in. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull the tape off right now. So you can see the effect that it's going to have. Alright. You see that I have that very distinct line down there, okay? And that's really nothing to be overly concerned about, all right? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I will take it, and I'll see this color up here? I'm going to pull right into the color. See that? Just pull right into the color. You're not hurting anything, just keep pulling. Pull right into the color. Pull that color right down into there. Just keep going, keep moving. Pull that color down. Okay, some of the night color, pull it right down. Pull it straight down. Just pull it straight down. Have no fear. Okay. Just keep pulling it straight down. Straight down. Keep this brush across, because you have no liquid white here. Okay, and it's fine, that's fine. Just pull it and just go straight down. Okay, and if you want, you can take this and you can pull it upward. Just pull it upward. You can mix them both together in there. Okay, so this still gives the illusion of mist. Okay. Now, since you don't have any magic white or liquid clear on it, you're going to be just a little more firm than you normally would. Like so. It will still add to the effect. Just pull it straight down. Go across on the other side. Pull it straight down. Alright. You can still see the mist line, but none of that will matter as you see what I will do. All right, but the effect is there. Okay, so just go straight across, get out some of the brush lines there, and there you go. All right. So now you have your mountain plane, you have the misting down at the bottom, you got your horizon line down there. All right. Now, let me rinse off the brush. Rinse it off real quick. Like I said, once when you see me doing these effects, everything, if you have ideas you would like to try, there's no harm in it. Go ahead and just go for it. I'm just showing you the technique on how to do the effects. Okay. Once the secret to this thing is once you learn the technique and how to do them, all right, you can pretty much go off in your own world and create whatever painting you want. Now that you know the techniques and how to do them. All right. So let us work on that number one brush here. Numero uno brush. Okay, still have the titanium white on it. Okay, and believe me, having it sit there, all right, it didn't dry up. We're gonna go in circle strokes, or we're gonna make us X patterns, but your brightest spot. Okay, you're gonna hit it, the brightest spot. Okay, and just go around that bright spot, like so. Just like so. Now, depending on the amount of brightness that you want in your cloud, all right, I'm gonna do it one more time just to show you, because I would have just left it at that right there. But I'll show you one more time how to do it completely. Clean off your brush, because when you put the white on, you're gonna pick up that excess night color. You don't want to do that if you dip back into that white spot, because you want that to be the brightest spot in your painting, actually. Okay? We're going to load that brush up. Once again, dip into the white, go across in circles. Okay? It'll get darker as it goes around. Okay? Now that's pretty much how I want that glow to be. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, I'll set this down for a second. I will go into, once again, a clean number 2 brush. Make sure it's clean. Okay. And I will blend all of that in a X fashion, like so. Once you cross into the white area, try not to go back into it again. And then gently go across. Okay, gently go across. As you see, you have that nice little glow right there. Alright. Like I said, you can do it to whatever degree you feel is necessary to achieve the effect that you desire. Alright. Lightly go across. That's all you have to do. That's it. Alright. Now that you have the highlight part of where the lighthouse is going to be, you can have a little glow there. Alright. Now, say you want a little bit of cloud action back there. Okay. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of the dark color, what I had left here for the mountain base color. I'll go right into it with the 2-inch brush. Alright. Now I'm not going to have, since there's already action in the sky, in the general sky itself, okay, I'll just tap in right here. And right. Something like that. A little thicker, put a little curve into it, and maybe I'll have, dip in a little bit more, I'll have another one, maybe right around here. Tap into it. There. That's about all I want. Okay. Now I will take the brush, same brush. Alright, rinse it out really good. Make sure you get all of the excess paint off. the corner, upper corner. In circular motions, very lightly, bottom edge, and lightly blend it in. Lightly blend it in. Okay. Even here. Now you're pretty close to the mountains, so that's okay. That's quite alright. Just blend it right on in until it almost disappears. Alright. And you don't have to rinse the brush and just beat off the extra paint. Okay. And you just wipe it across. Gently, so gently. Just take it and fluff up. Fluff upward. In a C formation. Okay. Even here. I know you're going to be getting pretty close to your mountain. But just lightly, very lightly fluff up. Okay. Very lightly. And then, once again, lightly go across. Lightly go across. Go across them both. Okay. You may find yourself getting pretty close to that mountain over there. Okay. And you will get little hairs and stuff on your brush. Just wisp it away and lightly go back across. Okay, lightly go back across. And there you go. And then you have a couple of dark clouds, all right, within your sky. All right, so everything's back off. Now for extra added effect, it's your decision if you want to do this. You don't have to. I just want to do it. I'm going to take pure titanium white, okay, and just slide in some clouds going in the other direction here. Okay, like I say, you don't have to do this. But I think it just adds a little more character. Have it go right across there. Okay. It adds a little more character to your painting up there. Alright. And it also gives you atmospheric perspective. Alright. That you see that you got some distance in your sky here. Alright. And I will take the brush, and I'm not going to fluff up, don't need to. Just lightly go across. Very lightly. Lightly go across. And it gives the effect of movement in your clouds. Okay. There you go. Just that lightly. I have little doodads here in the painting. Just brush them off. Now, rule of thumb, the more you wipe across, the further and the lighter your clouds will become. So you might want to be just be mindful of that. But there you go. All right. Dark clouds, and then you got some of the lighter ones. Okay, it gives, like I say, a nice effect to your painting. Let's rinse it off here. Now, as I said in the beginning, I don't have any liquid clear or magic white on the bottom down here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse off the number 1 brush here. And I'm going to put some waves in the ocean here. Rinse off the brush here. There's different ways to achieve that type of effect. Okay, and what I'm going to use in the beginning here, down below, I will use titanium white. Okay. And you're going to lightly go across. Alright. Get yourself a nice little roll of paint. And gently, especially here on the horizon, alright. Since the light is coming from the upper right, okay, I will start here on the lower right, and I'm going to have the shine kind of go across that way. So lightly, very lightly, tap in. Okay, remember where your horizon line is here. there is no liquid white. So you're not going to have anything to really make it kind of slick. But that's okay. Okay? Because when you see a break like that, it will give the illusion of wave action over there. Okay? And you'll see as I do this more and more, as I bring it closer to us here. Okay? I'll keep some more over here. And I'll bring it right down. Bring some more across. Okay. And make sure you get the paint as close to the edge of your knife as possible. Okay. Spread across here. Now I will do it in spots even though I know they're going to be covered up, which is fine. Okay. Alright. Something like that. I'm going to do something else to this. Alright. You can see the illusion it's getting already. Alright. Now, I'm going to take, once again, the number 2 brush, and I'm going to go right across. Right across. It's mixing in with the blue, or the purple rather. Excuse me. You can hear at the top. Let it mix, let it blend right in with the color down below. Keep it as straight as possible. And now you see the effect that it's having. See that? Now it looks like you have some waves and the light hitting in that specific direction. Okay. I'll just dip in real quick. And we'll move right on along, alright? Wipe off the knife. I'm going to take the fan brush. Okay. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to give it plenty of white paint here. Okay. I'll just lightly, very lightly, just tap in a little bit. Just tap it in. Okay. As you see, it's picking up the color down below. Lightly tap it in. And as you can see, by me doing so, you see how it's picking up the other color? You see the blue? Then it goes right back in to the purple. Okay. Now, I'm going to once again dip into the white, and I'm going to give us some waves. Okay. The appearance of some waves here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line, this straight line. It's going to go up and curve on down, like so. Okay. Now, it all depends on what direction you would like to go with this wave. Alright. I think I'll have it go coming from this direction here, the upper left. So what I'll do is I'll start off. Now the first stroke is very important when you do this. It's what direction you want to pull down in. See that? Just continue with that little curve. Okay. And do it again. Flip the knife, flip the brush over, and just continue on. Try to keep the same pattern. Keep the same pattern as you can. As you can see, the colors are changing as you're doing it. Alright, you see how that looks? Alright. I'm going to once again dip into the white. Now I will have a little bit of the color in the white ink, but it won't, in the paint, but it won't matter. Okay. Try to save that black area. Okay, we're going to do another one. Do it one more time. Straight across. And if you want to make this one a little larger, okay, just let it flow. And give it that characteristic, like almost like a C. Okay. Flip the knife, flip the brush over. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. more you go over it, the more it blends in to the color, as you can see. Okay? And it fades into nothingness, actually. Okay? If you want some more to go downward a little further, that's fine also. Okay? And just keep going in that same general direction. Alright? I'll show you in later series of the different types of waves that you can also do. Okay? Like I say, the more you do this, the smoother it will become. Like I say, just save the dark area in between them. Okay? Just save the dark areas. If you wanted to go right off and see the streaks, it's very important to keep the streaks in there. Okay? There. Now let's say if I wanted a little more red on the other part of the wave back there. Rinse off your brush. Get some more pure. Well, you know what? I'll do it this way. I will need to do that. I'll just show you what it's going to look like here. I'm going to put one more down there. Okay. And this one will go up. And down a little whiter. I'm going to take plenty of white paint. Plenty. Okay. And we're going to do it again. From the top. This time I'm going to go down and across. Look at that. Okay, flip the brush over. Keep going. Same general direction. As you see, you notice, look at the different colors that's coming through. Okay. I have to go a little bit. There we go. Little fade in there. And just keep working at it. Now, if you are a little concerned about what it looks like, all you have to do is stand away from it, and you will see the effect that it has. Okay, you probably can't tell just by being up so close to it. Okay. There we go. Now to even add more of an effect to this wave, we're about 80% done with the painting already. Okay. I will take, once again, the brush, the fan brush, tapping in. Let's add a little crest to this wave here. And all you have to do, basically, is just a tap. Just tap. Put a little action on the top of these waves. Turn the brush over, just tap. Alright? Dip back in to your color, and just tap. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. Okay? That's the beauty of it, because the water isn't perfectly symmetrical. It's all sorts of little happenings going on in your water. But the general rule of thumb that you do have crests on your waves where the water meets before it crowns and goes over. Okay. There we go. You see? And as they get further away, it don't have to be as pronounced. Okay. And dip into your brush often. Okay. And you won't believe how much of this painting may be covered up, especially on this side when you put the lighthouse in. Did you forget we're putting the lighthouse in? Alright, I didn't forget. Now, let's say over here, you want a little more action. Take your brush and gently, very gently, very gently, and let it fade into the dark. Okay, get your background there a little more action. You got something really churning back there. Okay, your sea is not very heavy. You don't want to go swimming in this, not today. Okay? There we go. And remember, let it fade into that dark. We'll put a little back here into the blue, or into the purple. It's okay. See? It's going in the general direction of your wave. There you go. Alright. Now, let's blend a little bit of that in at the bottom. I have a soft blender brush. Okay. What I'm going to do with that, I'll show you what it looks like here. Very soft bristles. Okay. I'm going to lightly just tap down in the bottom here. Very lightly. Very lightly. Just tap into the bottom. Okay. But you're going to subdue some of the sharp edges down in the bottom here. Okay. Once you do this, pull upward in the direction of your wave. Gently pull upward. That's all. Gently pull, like you were doing the mountains. Gently pull upward. And then gently, very gently blend it all together. Very softly. Very softly. Keep it a little, just like the mountains, keep it distinct at the top. And just blend it in the bottom. Okay. That's all you have to do. It's like you were making a reflection in the water. Alright? That's the effect that you'll have down in the bottom. Okay. You can pretty much do the same thing up above it. Lightly tap. Very lightly. I'm using the edge. And that's all you're doing. It may not look like you're doing anything, but you are. Alright, you're just diffusing the paint. Breaking it up a little bit. And just like you did the other ones, lightly pull up in that direction. Just be very lightly with it. Okay, and just go continuously in the same direction. And you'll notice that you're probably picking up paint from the other one in the bottom, but that's alright. Lightly, still, even if you, well, let's rinse this brush out a little bit. Because you don't want to have too much color. And this brush, you don't have to be as forceful with it because it is very light. The hairs on it are different than the other brushes. And lightly, very lightly, just go across. Okay, lightly go across. Because you're just fading in. And you can hear how soft I'm doing it here. Very lightly go across. And keep that top edge pretty distinct. Okay. If you want to do that here with the other one, excuse me, you do the same thing. Especially when it has a little more black down in that bottom, you want to save and preserve that black area. Alright, gently fade upward, go upward with it. Okay. And lightly. Even though it's at an angle, you still have to go straight. Go straight across. Blend it right in. And look up how that looks. Alright. And people are going to wonder, how did you get this type of color in your painting? Alright. And keep them guessing for years. Keep them guessing for a long time. Alright. Now, you have your clouds in the back. Your sky, your clouds, your mountains, a little mist, got an active ocean back here. Let's get to the lighthouse. I'm going to take some dark color here. So we're going to make a basic mountain shape. Alright, like a little bluff, a little cliff. I'm going to dip into my brown. Okay, but I'm going to use brown, slide it across, and a little bit of the blue. Alright, and a touch of the black. Alright, and I'm going to just marble them together. I won't totally mix them. Okay, I want it marbled together here. Cut across. Now I want excuse me, a basic shape for this the cliff where I want to put the lighthouse. So what I'll do is I'll start off here. Okay. And I'll just angle it on down. And just keep going, angle it right down there. Okay. And remember, you're working with the tip of the brush, of the knife. And I'm just going to just play with it. Just bring it straight down. Okay. Just keep going with it. Now the paint, put on pretty thick here. It doesn't matter, because we're going to put a little wave action going against the rocks themselves. Okay. There. Keep it going down here, like so. There. Basically all you need. Just that easy. Okay. Matter of fact, it all depends on how you want your rocks shaped. Maybe I want a little bluff coming down there like that. And if I do it in this fashion, that wave back there looks like it's actually hitting up against it. Pretty clever, right? There you go. Put it right into the water here. Okay, which will give you a little bit of perspective also. All right. Now, let's go add a top to that real quick. I'm going to take a little bit of the, excuse me, I'm going to take a little bit of the blue. It's the dark blue. Alright. I'm going to add just a touch of white into it, lighten it up just a little bit. And I'm going to still keep it marbled. Here's the color I'm talking about. You see the streaks in there? Lightly go across. Get yourself a nice little roll. I'm going to flatten it out just a little bit, just to give appearance of a top over there. As a matter of fact, keep it towards the right hand side here. I'm going to pull at a certain angle here. Okay, the angles are very important at this stage, because you want to still keep that type of perspective in the painting itself. Okay, I'm going along the general shape of the cliff rocks here. Okay, and I'll put a little bit of glow. Some of these make them look little ledges here. Okay, down below. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? We're almost done. All right. I knew the lighthouse really wouldn't take me that long to do. But before I move on with that, let's take a smaller fan brush real quick. Okay. And we're going to dip into the white. Because you got to kind of do this while that paint is still wet down below. You have nothing coating the canvas. Okay, so it does dry remarkably fast, depending on the temperature of your house here. Alright, and we're going to add a little bit of wave action right here. Look at that. And you're going to take your brush at an angle and go slightly upward. Go upward. Like it's hitting against the rocks and the water is coming right off of the rocks. Okay. And pretty much, if you angle it at a certain angle, it looks like a little smiley face, and that's the effect that you want. Okay. And don't be afraid. Just put them right in there, especially when they're going up against the rocks. And you can have it go as far up as you want. Okay. And don't be afraid of putting some paint down on this, especially around these areas where you want the illusion of it beating against the rocks here. And let it churn and move back there. Add to the realism of your painting. Alright. Put a little more here. Like so. And maybe you want something splashing on the other side of the rock. Like so. See that? Or maybe even go past the horizon line. That'll work too. Okay. There, you see what I'm talking about? Okay, it adds movement to your painting, your seascape. Okay, give a little action back there. Alright. See, I'm going to walk around here to the other side, make sure everything's okay. Now, if some of it appears a little too light, you can always mix in a little liquid white. There we go. That's what I'm kind of looking for, right there. See, just make it churn. You gotta make it look very noticeable over there. Okay. here. Bring it right up against the rocks here. All right, that's pretty good. Maybe a little right here. Float on out here, right past the painting here. All right, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I wanted. There we go. All right. Now I should rinse it off, and we're going to start right on the lighthouse. Now with the lighthouse, I'll use the large knife, and we will start with, I think I'll do the same type of color here, and I'll mix it in a little bit more. Alright, I got a little blue in there too. Alright. Now, keep it as straight as you can. I'm going to have to start on this side here, so hopefully you'll be able to see it. Alright. Now this is where I want the crown of the lighthouse. All right, so I'm going to start right about there and go straight down with it. Okay. Now the paint's going to be a little thick, and that's okay. Right here. Now I'm going to take it and go in a circular motion, pretty much almost like you do in the tree. Okay. I have it wider here at the bottom. Circular motion. Alright, circular motion. It gets a little more narrow at the top. Okay. But you can already see the effect. Maybe I want a little larger lighthouse here. There's many different ways to do the lighthouse also. Okay, because I wanted it a little larger up here. Okay. And then I'll take the knife, straighten it out a little bit. Like so. Alright. I'm going to go on the other side. Oh, yeah. There we go. Just like so. Okay. Now, I'll whiten up that top here. Now I'm going to take the flat, small edge of the knife here. Okay. Let's make the top part. You say, forgive me if I am standing in your view. Okay, there we go. And we're going to make the top part of the glass area. We're going to roll it on around. Not as tough as you think. Almost like you're making an upside down cup, if you want to think of it in that term. Okay. And we're going to put a little top to it here. And lightly go down with it, because you have the dark color here. Let's put a little top here. Alright. And we're going to put the semblance of get a little more of that dark color. Let's put a little walkway there. So the guy can walk out there and check things out. Okay. And just put little, you don't want them to fall. Okay. Get a little more of color. There we go. Darken up that part right there. All right. And give him a little peek back there. Like so. I'm going to take the point of the knife, put a little dot right there. All right. As you can see, I'm going to take a little bit of the, because we're getting toward the end here. Now the highlight, remember where the highlight color is coming from, all right? Circular motion. Like you were doing a tree. Circular motion. Keep it in a circular motion. Keep the same pattern. Okay. Maybe a little darkness around on the other end. Break it up a little bit here. There we go. Okay. Perfect. And I will light it up just the tip, just the edge. Just touch. Just touch. Very lightly, just touch. And you see that highlight? There. See that? Just a little bit of a highlight. Just a tad. Not much. Not much, please. And there you go. You get your wave action, your different planes. Alright. That's a pretty effective looking lighthouse. If you want to add a little more with the amount of time that you can devote to it, it can be even more detailed. Alright, the waves, how they just fade right in and everything. Everything's there like I said it was going to be. Alright, this is Anthony Gray. If you like this episode or any other past episodes, give me an email. Alright, the end credits, they'll be right below me here. Just give me a quick line or send it to the TV station. Let me know what you think of the program, what you like to see on the programs here. Alright, like I think, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope I didn't go too fast for you. And you have a nice morning, evening, or afternoon. And see you next time. God bless.